Hi, welcome to my channel. It's me again, NYDJ, and this time is BTM Afrika Business. So we are talking business. You see this thing that I'm wearing, right? It's not just this thing, it's a ring, a gold ring. It has a bit of diamond on there as well. And this is an ornament that every married person prefers to wear. For a lot of people, wearing ornaments actually indicates wealthiness or richness or whatever you may want to call it. For others, it only adorns them, and the beauty of it is what we talk about. Now, have you ever thought of the process that goes into putting together these beautiful ornaments? Talk about wedding rings, gold chains, all the other things made of gold and diamond that we wear. Today, I'm speaking with one brother who's been supportive of this project ever since day one. His name is Richard Pra, and he is the CEO of City of Gold Jewelers. So I'm going to speak to him and find out the process that he goes through in bringing out some of these amazing gold products and diamond silver products as well that we see on the market. So follow me on this journey as we speak to the CEO of this amazing company. Okay, so I have my big brother join me now, and that is the CEO of City of Gold Jewelers. So, Minchi, say good afternoon and I say good evening.
Dear you're welcome, my brother.
Thank
you are the biggest boss in this city.
I beg.
In this city.
Monsieur,
you are the biggest.
Monsieur, so you're
welcome. This is City of Gold Jewelers. Good to have you here.
It's a pleasure actually coming to. I remember prior to me getting married, I came here. I didn't even know that there were key rings and size. I had to come and ask you.
Every human finger is unique, so we have something we use to measure the fingers.
Okay,
that's what we did.
So before you get married, you need to come and check. Come to City of Gold. They got all the rings here, so beautiful ones, gold, silver, with diamond pieces and all that, and not just the wedding rings, but they've got promise rings, they've got earrings.
We do everything gold, everything silver, every ornament that can be put on, from wedding rings, bracelets, chains, necklace, anklet, waist chains.
Oh,
everything you can think of that you want us to do for you.
I never knew that there are waist chains like that. I mean, precious waist chains.
How will you know? you are a good boy. How will you know?
He just endorsed that. I'm a very good boy. My wife should be happy. I said my birthday born and said, "Mommy, you have been endorsed." So these are amazing products that you mean you did all these by yourselves?
Everything you see here, from chains, rings, everything is done here. And let me take you inside the workshop so you have a look at how things are done.
That would be amazing. But I'm surprised you tell me you did everything here. Wow.
Everything you see here was done here.
Wow.
So let me show you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Sure.
All right, so we are inside the workshop where all the magic works, and I can see two young gentlemen who are actually working on some pieces, and we want to talk to the boss to take us through the process. Maybe I already obaha or show no maya now no ankasa so yebi. Maybe no aje fans. So we want to find out. So how's the process like? So I found my gold, and then I bring it to City of Gold Jewelers. How does it turn into the ring and all that we see?
Yeah, it's a simple process. So you bring your gold or you make an order. This is the workshop. Everything we need from the machines and then everything. I mean everything that we need. As you can see, we have this. This is the milling machine for making it your metals into plate or wire form. And then we have the benches. As you can see, the young men are working. They are all doing, this young man is working on a ring, silver ring. He is also making a chain. I was also working on something before you walked in, just doing some gold chain for a customer. And I had just completed a wedding ring, which will also be picked up soon. We have at the back there where we do the melting or smelting. We melt the gold. So depending on what you want, you melt it and cast it into a mold. Okay. Whether you want a wire for a chain or a plate for an earring, cutting the symbol out. So basically that's what we do here.
Amazing. And what's the process? You've mentioned it, but how tough or easy is the process?
For me, I would say it's easy because it's a process, one step after the other. Now, as I told you initially, I'm working on this chain. I need to make this chain. It must be 20 inches. I've gotten about 6 inches, so I need to also get more wire to continue with what I'm doing. I was drawing it in a draw plate. It's behind you there.
Okay.
Now the metal is hard. I need to anneal it. That's apply fire to it for it to be malleable or soft.
That's your term.
Yes.
In the normal street term, you say you need to bend
make
it.
Yes, to make it soft.
Okay.
But the technical term is to make it malleable. So that's what I'm doing. And you need to be cautious. Other than that, when you hit it too much, you melt it. So let me just demonstrate something little. Now it's malleable or soft.
Okay.
So I'll just draw, so it will not take much of the time. Because I placed it into water after applying fire, I need to clean the water because everything here is metal, and water corrodes or it makes the metal tools rusty.
Okay.
So here we go. This is the drawing plate. If you want to make a wire, you draw your gold into a wire form, into any size. It comes in sizes. So you get the point you want for your work. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't it wash away some of the metal if you try to draw it into the shape you want?
In terms of the gold, right?
Yes.
A little, but it's been done in such a way that you not lose much. And everything that also falls, it falls into the workshop. There's a process to
get all of them back.
It all back, every piece. As you can see, there's a ladder here.
Yeah.
That's the working bench. There's a ladder here. So everything that falls into the ladder, and then you get it back.
Okay.
All the pieces can be melted back into a different form or shape. So that is it. It was just a small piece of gold that has gone through the process to get to this point. Yes. Sorry. And gold is a very soft metal. The more you can stretch this from here to a certain point.
Whoa.
This same piece of gold, you can draw it, and whilst you are drawing it, it's stretching itself and it's becoming slimmer.
Yeah.
I want to get a certain point so as to continue with my chain.
All right, that's fine.
Yes. So I have some piece already here that I can use. So if you see a chain on someone's neck, it has gone through a whole lot.
It's not as easy how we think it is.
No. For some, it may look like some lazy work, but you need to be patient and creative. Even in the Bible, it talks about goldsmiths and craftsmen.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy every bit of what I'm doing. It brings the creativity in me out. And seeing that what you do looks good on somebody, like your ring on your finger, gives us that feeling that money cannot buy, even though you paid money for it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So I have joined it. You need to put piece by piece, little by little.
So
Let
you
me
get
also
to that
show
particular
you.
one you want.
Sure. As you can see, this ring was just done. It's now to a point where it must be polished to
Okay.
look shiny. This is the polishing motor. There's a polish. Before you leave here, I will polish your ring for you.
Oh,
Or I'll show you
amazing.
how to do it. You do it yourself.
Really?
Yes, and
I
you
hope
go.
I don't damage it.
No. You go and tell your wife you did it, you know? And I know she will also give you hers to do it.
Yeah,
for
it's a day for her.
It's looking all shiny now.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
as you can see. Yes.
That's how beautiful it looks
Yes,
now.
you clean it, yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. So that's been the process, how you go through. I mean, after having your gold and bringing or placing an order, it goes through those processes before now we have this amazing piece that we see and what you wear and what I'm wearing. Amazing. So we're still talking to the CEO of City of Gold Jewelers, located here inside 100 Daban, Kumasi. For any product you want, you've seen some of the amazing products they have there, and it's taking you through the process. Everything done right here in the workshop. So it started from somewhere. We are now going to sit. I mean, after all the dirtying our body and everything, we now sit in the office where we count the money. So we're going to go into the office and find out more how this journey started and how it's been. Has he encountered any challenges? Of course, as an entrepreneur, you are likely to face one or two. How's the journey been? We talk all about that. And hey, do you remember that man who actually gifted one great woman who works with the National Science and Maths Quiz a gold product? You remember that man? He is the man I'm talking about. So let's walk into the office as we go talk more about City of Gold Jewelers. All right, guys, so we are done with the workshop where all the magic works, where all the finger works, where I pay attention to every little detail to bring out that finished work that you see in town or you see in the shop at City of Gold Jewelers, located at Ahojo Daba. Now, I'm going to find out from my brother Richard the journey and how it all started. Were you an apprentice, as they normally say it, or for you, you went through formal education and picked it up? How did it start?
Good. It started as an apprentice. After secondary school, money was a problem in terms of trying to further my education. So I was trying my hands on so many things. I've worked in a sawmill, a wood processing factory. So it was there that once saw an advert and then followed up.
Okay.
And the person so happened to also be in the same church with me. That is Pearl Jewelry, the owner.
Okay.
And then it was also announced in church that he needed 3 SS graduates to work with, to train them. So I followed up. Amongst us, the 3 that went, I was the only person that made it.
Oh.
I think the rest were thinking of an office work.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know it was the practical
Yeah.
workshop thing. You need to dirty yourself and all that.
People don't want to dirty themselves.
Yes. And there's one thing about me. If I choose any path, I look at those who have been there before, maybe 5 years, 10 years, and their lifestyle. If it's something I would want after 5 years. And then when I got to Pearl Jewelry, I realized that the man was doing very well. So I needed to also start from the base. So I started as an apprentice. After 7 months, there was also an advert, a program that was sponsored by the USAID.
Okay.
That is United States agency. And then it was linked with the College of Arts,
Okay,
KNUST. But their campus was in Accra, Waja, that is Giselle, Ghana Industrial Estates, that's in Accra, SCC, as we call it. So I applied. I told my boss that I want to go and learn the theory aspect of
Yeah.
the goldsmithing as well, because the whole thing was in line. So it was a program to train young ones in the practical as well as the theory aspect of it at the College of Jewelry, which I also went for 3 years, and then I worked with Pearl Jewelry, but this time as a master.
Yeah, but by then you had gathered some experience and knowledge, so you had to move on.
Because almost at the end of every semester, I would come back to Kumasi and work with them, maybe a month or so. And then when I'm going back to school, he will give me something to also go with. So we had that.
So it didn't start with you just owning up your own shop all of a sudden and working as a boss, and now also having apprentices who work under you. You had to go through the mill, and that's something that a lot of entrepreneurs need to understand. There's a need for you to at times go under somebody and pick it from there. Now, right from that particular time, how do you start with your own?
Okay.
Because obviously you needed resources, you needed certain things.
Definitely. I had a picture of my future in mind. And I knew I had to go through a lot of process to get to where I am now. I'm not there yet, but I'm at a certain point. I can say maybe the picture is half painted. So from Pearl Jewelry, I worked with Jade Jewelers, and then I got a contract with Precious Minerals Marketing Company, PMMC. Wow. I worked with PMMC, which is government owned, for 7 years on contract.
Wow.
So whilst going through and working with all those companies, I was getting more experience and getting known, networking. Because if somebody had seen me working with Pearl Jewelry, knows that I am a jeweler or a goldsmith. Somebody has seen me working with J Jewelers. You make some few friends or get to know people from that state. Then you are building that network around yourself. And then what gave me that trust, because the work that we do is money. Gold is money. Somebody is bringing you money in exchange for a jewelry. You need to be trusted. You need to be trusted. And then working with Precious Minerals, government owned, it means that you are that, credible. So it got me that mileage. And every money I made along the way, I would spend some, save some, spend some on myself, because I needed to make ends meet, and then also take care of the family, and then invest some into the machinery and the tools that I would need to set up. So I started buying some of the tools, even right from the College of Jewelry. And then I had opportunity. There was also a program that was done at KNUST College of Arts. That one too, I took part. So every money I make, I invest some in the machinery and the tools. So that's how come now City of Gold is where it is now.
Amazing. So there are lessons that we pick from this. As you worked, you were still saving money because you had a vision of where you wanted to be in the next few years. And as you say, you are not there yet, but you think half of the work is done now. You talked about gold. I mean, you being somebody who works with gold, how do you even get the gold in the first place? Do you have a concession site, as they call it, or you also buy from somewhere? What you took us through the process. We want to know, how do you really get it in the first place? Good. Ghana as a country is blessed with the natural resource that is gold, amongst other things that we have. So Ghana, we are sitting on gold. Even where we are now, if we are to mine here, we will get gold. Definitely find gold,
So there are miners, those who are into mining, and then there are the middlemen who also buy the raw gold that has been mined, and there are those who also sell it to us.
But how difficult is it getting it? Is it difficult?
The only difficulty with that is that it's expensive. It's expensive. If you have your money, anytime you get the gold. And sometimes some of the small-scale miners also get to know, as we are doing, people will watch and then would also call you that they
Yeah.
have this gold. And sometimes two people come and sell their jewelry.
Yeah.
And so I'll process it and get the raw gold back, and then
pay
work
them.
with it and you
Okay.
pay them. So there are so many sources, from some of the small scale miners, from those who sell in town, dealers as we call them, and also people selling their
Yeah.
jewelry, because gold jewelry is an investment. With this ring that I'm wearing now, if I need money, I can sell it and get my money back.
So, like, how much would this, Nana, if you could actually capture this, like, if we should value this, how much are we looking at?
You want the world to know the value of my ring. If I'm going and somebody cuts my finger. Oh, but with 3,000, you should get 3,000 cedis, not dollars. So
Okay.
You should get something like this. And then with the wedding rings to where from 1,000 cedis or sometimes even less, depending on how you want it. Some want
You
big
being
rings.
a jeweler, I know yours is carries more weight. So let's calculate it. And now this will be 2,000. This will be at least 4,000. So we have 6,000. Nana, make sure we take these ones before we leave here.
Anyway, you are exposing.
Don't mind me. I'm just joking.
Yes,
I'm just joking.
With regards to people think if you are, because you do it, if you are wearing it, then it means you are wearing the best.
Yeah.
There's one thing about me, those who are watching and know me know. There's a world standard for jewelry. When I say 18 karat, it means that out of the total volume of what you are wearing, for instance, this ring, which is 10 grams, when you put it on scale, 75% of it is the raw gold.
Okay.
It is allowed to add silver and copper. There's that calculation or measurement that we use.
Okay.
If I give you this or I sell this to you and you go to the United States, because I told you it's 18 karat and you walk into any jewelry shop, they should tell you it's 18. If they tell you it's any less, it means I did not do a good job. If the person is credible, it means I did not do a good job.
Yeah.
That is one of the problems some of the customers or the market out there have with some of my people in the industry. But when it comes to City of Gold Jewelers, for us, we know where we are coming from. We know where we are going. So credibility, standard-wise, is also, it must be on point. And with the standards, we have 24 karat as the finest of gold, which means nothing added. Some of the Asian countries, their standard is 21. Ghana is 18, 14, 10 karat, and 9 karat.
Interesting. I think we are being schooled today about what goes into our rings and all our jewelry that we wear when you talk about gold. As an entrepreneur, you might have come across challenges. There are things that come up and they strengthen you. For others, it breaks them down. I'm sure you might have come across some of them in your line of duty or as a CEO for this amazing company, that's City of Gold Jewelers. You want to share some of them with us, because obviously it's going to inspire somebody.
Yes, there's been so many challenges, and I like the word you use, challenge. Someone would have used the word problems you have encountered, because I believe that when you see challenges as problems, it's difficult to deal with, but if you see them as challenges, as they come, you do something about it. My biggest challenge was a break-in that I suffered. My shop was robbed.
Whoa.
7 years ago. That was 5th December 2012. I woke up one Wednesday morning, I came and everything was gone. Everything was gone. The value then was running into billions, and then I was so much indebted. But God has been merciful. God has been great. Since that day, we've never closed the shop. Anytime you see that it's been closed, it means it's a weekend. That's a Sunday that we are all not working.
Wow.
So I was so much indebted to people, the jewelry of my customers, but God has been good. I've been able to sort all of them out, and we are still moving. And then some of the smaller ones will be that somebody has placed an order, and for months the person is not coming for it and your money is locked.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Wow.
these are some of the challenges.
Wow. Now, how do you come out of that particular challenge? Because looking at the monies involved, like you said, gold is money.
Yes.
The work you put into it is money and all that. How did you come out of that? Did you seek for support from somewhere, or because of the trust you had with people, they actually gave you time to get back in shape?
One, it was God. Two, that people knew who I was. That's trust. Wherever you find yourself, let people know who you are, what you stand for. They knew that there's no way I'm going to dupe them, and that it has never happened. So I gave them my word. And if you give your customers word, live with it.
Okay.
Let your words be you. Be your words. So I asked them to give me time to work it out. And every money that came, my profit went into solving their problems.
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, I was able to settle all of them in, I think, 8 months.
Wow.
It took about 8 months to pay all that debt.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you're out there, you might be facing some of these challenges in your business and you think all hope is lost, everything is gone. His story is one, and it tells you something. Just make sure your word is your word, make your people trust you, and live it. If you do live it, then even when you face all these challenges, your clients will still want to come back because they know you will deliver. And that's most important. Now, with all these said and done, obviously City of Gold has a vision. Somebody wants to come to you for jewelry, maybe earrings, maybe rings, maybe, like you said, waist beads.
You are interested in the waist chain.
Waist chains, yeah. I mean, I've not seen it before, like we talked earlier. I'm just imagining how it would look
so
like.
So you use the word correctly, waist beads, which you have seen, but perhaps maybe waist chain.
Yes.
Have you seen some before?
Waist chains?
Waist beads.
Oh yeah, I'm married, so obviously I've seen some before.
Okay.
We are cool with that.
You
right?
like it?
He turned to be the one interviewing me.
All right.
But don't mind him.
Yeah,
but
sure.
then if somebody wants to come to you, because now there are lots of creative ideas, we have our Dinkra symbols, we have things that we work with. I saw some of them there which you make yourself. If somebody wants to come to you and get that done, is it possible?
You can come with your design. I believe in so much you coming and knowing what you want. Bring your design. But if you have no idea to when you come, sometimes too, you can do your search on the internet today. You can get a lot of designs on the internet.
Yeah.
Bring it. Whatever it is, so long as it's gold or something that we can use gold to do. Come, let's talk about it. Let's put our heads together, our ideas together, and see how best we can serve you.
I know with some of these things that it's really difficult to actually, or should I say it's expensive to work around some of these things, especially when you get out of Ghana. You can't really go to the goldsmith or the one who works with it and place an order like that. It's very expensive. Is it the same with you? Because maybe I want to come to you, I'm thinking a City of Gold, Charlie, a whole City of Gold, and it's going to be customized. It will be very expensive. Is that how it works?
You are talking of gold. Whatever you want gold. Gold is money. It's not cheap. But don't be frightened by the price or the cost. Come, let's talk about it and see how best. Sometimes we can even spread it for you because it's something you want. Or bring your budget as well. You may have a design. You may have an idea. Bring it. You have a budget. Let's see if we can meet ourselves halfway and make sure you are satisfied with what you want.
Okay. So I've been speaking to the CEO of City of Gold Jewelers located inside 100 Durban, just right opposite Asafo J Hospital. That's where you find them. And like he said, we've gone through the shop, the workshop. We see how things are done. He's talked about the journey, the hassle, and how far God has brought him. Obviously, he want to wrap up with something he wants to share with the rest of the world. And I know he has some ambition of getting into politics. Maybe we'll look at that some other time. But for now, anything you want to share with the general audience who are watching us this time?
There's been certain steps that as a company we've taken, and one that gave us a big break was it was all over the news. The maths and science quiz.
You just brought my mind to it.
Mistress.
You did amazingly well when the how should I put it, the host of the Brilliant Science and Maths Quiz, or
The
we
quiz
used to call
mistress.
it, we used to call it Brilla.
Yes.
National Science and Maths Quiz.
Yes.
Lost her properties, and you opted out. I mean, out of nowhere, you came out and said, "Madam, come to us. We want to give you something."
Yes. You see, social media in these days, people were trolling the schools that the school that lost, that they have taken her bag, and she was interviewed, and I read the story, and she said what hurt her most was that she had a gold earrings in it. So that caught my attention, and I made a post for me to I would say initially it was just like, okay, we were all having fun, and because I mean to gold jewelry, I posted it on my wall that I want to give her a gold earring, and a blogger picked it, and then one thing led to the other. I received a call, someone who knew her, and asked whether it was true that I want to do it. I said yes, it's true. So we linked up, and I did it for her, and that one also hit the news. It went viral like that. So
how was the feeling?
It was great. Great. Seeing that somebody has lost something and you being there to replace it for her. It wasn't solely for the media, but for me as a Christian, I believe that we need to be there for people. When somebody is in distress, you need to help. So we offered that, and it got that media attention.
Amazing.
And then we went worldwide, you know.
Yeah. So Nana, don't intentionally go and lose your ring and think that City of Gold will give you rings. Because
you may not be that lucky.
Yeah, he may not be that lucky. But anything you want to share with us, if somebody wants to call you, somebody, other social media platforms, their website, how do we get in touch with
City of Gold? We are on Google. Just Google City of Gold Jewelers. Durban. We are on Google as well. We have the website. See what we have, the pictures, some of the pictures. We are also on Facebook as City of Gold Jewelers Durban. In case you want anything done in gold or silver, being it your wedding rings, anything jewelry, just call us or send us a message on WhatsApp. The number is 0244 806810, or look for us on Facebook or on Google. You'll find us. We are everywhere, you know. We are here to serve you.
They are everywhere, and they are here to serve you. It's been a pleasure speaking to you on BTM Afrika Business today.
Yes.
And
I'm
so grateful.
A big man, and it's an honor. You have interviewed great men. Today I find myself on this same platform. Take pictures of us, Nana, so I will keep, okay? He's a big man.
I'm actually humble. There's something I want to tell you about this man. This man has been there for, BTM Afrika has been there for NYDJ Live. I remember from the very start when we started this, the very first hangouts, the first year anniversary, which we had at XOXO around Ahunjo as well. He was there with the likes of Melky and several others. He's been there for us. I remember at a point, even placed an advert on our website when nobody believed in us. He's been there. And so it's only right that at this point in time, like you said, we support each other, give a part at each other's back. And it's been a blessing. So thank you very much for watching BTM Afrika today. Remember to subscribe, share the story, share the videos, let the world get to know all the greatness that we have that exists in Ghana. This could inspire somebody, it could motivate somebody. Maybe you're looking for the product as well, gold, silver. Just get in touch and talk to City of Gold Jewelers. Remember to subscribe to the page that's NYDJ Live Media. And thank you very much, Nana, for working on the production to this video as well. Catch you some other time, the same channel. Bye for now.